Thanks for joining us at Living My Left Life DIY Creations channel. Well, I stand corrected. And when you know better, you do better. So here's my updated version of my DIY all-natural moisturizing hand sanitizer. My super simple, homemade, revised recipe coming up and approved by a chemist. Yay! Alright folks, here's the deal. So I recently posted my DIY all-natural moisturizing hand sanitizer recipe in light of the current health scare with the COVID-19 situation happening around the world. In that video, I have said that I spent months researching this recipe, which I did. And here's why I think this lesson is so important and why I wanted to disclose and share this information with you. Because the research I found online, this is what I found. And I now hear from a chemist friend of mine that this is false information and I need to share it with you all. Alright, so this is what he had to say. Hate to break it to you, but the recipe you gave does blank all for sanitizing. Witch hazel is useless. It will smell nice and moisturize, but not disinfect. So I thanked him very much, and I have now been in contact with him further, and I'm going to share with you our conversation, number one, and number two, I have made changes with his approval to my recipe. So now I'm confident about sharing this. So that's why I'm revising it. So here we go. Okay, so here is the screenshots of our conversation. Feel free to pause it to read it for yourself. It's some of it long-winded, but he's explaining to me, and he had to dummy it down, you know, hashtag lefty struggles, you know, mathematically challenged. Anyway, he did do that, which I thank him so much for doing that for me. And finally, he says that it looks good. And so I put the three options for the different percentages of alcohol, depending on what's available to you, especially right now. So I put all three, but he does not recommend using anything less than 90% alcohol, but he gave me that measurement, and that just depends on what you're able to get your hands on. So let's get to that. All right, here we go. Recipe number one. If you're able to get your hands on 99% alcohol, this is the best option. So 99% alcohol, 2 cups. Aloe vera gel, 1 cup. Tea tree oil, ½ teaspoon. Witch hazel, 2 tablespoons. Vitamin E oil, ½ teaspoon. And of course, 1 tablespoon of essential oil of your choice. Recipe number two. If you can get your hands on 91% alcohol, here we go. 91% alcohol, 2 1/3 cups. Aloe vera gel, 2/3 cup. Tea tree oil, ½ teaspoon. Witch hazel, 2 tablespoons. Vitamin E oil, ½ teaspoon. And of course, 1 tablespoon of essential oil of your choice. Now, recipe number three. If you can only find 70% alcohol, this is what you can do. 70% alcohol, 2 2/3 cup. Aloe vera gel, 1/3 cup. Tea tree oil, ½ teaspoon. Witch hazel, 2 tablespoons. Vitamin E oil, ½ teaspoon. And of course, 1 tablespoon of essential oil of your choice. As far as what he says, you really want to stick to 90% alcohol and greater. All right, everyone, there you go. My super simple, homemade, revised hand sanitizer recipe. Hope you found this video useful. I know I did. And don't forget to click on the link to see the original video as to how I put it together with this revised measurements. All right, don't forget to do that. Follow our hashtags, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.